Welcome back to the podcast, Redeemed. Like I said, we're done with chapter 10. So moving on to chapter 11. This is
Guess what's next?
What's next?
Okay, you can make fun of me if you want, but sometimes we skip around quite a bit.
We do. It was
This time
just perfect
we're not.
timing.
Yeah.
This one we're not. We're just going to follow right along. Okay, so we have a scenario going on. John the Baptist is in prison because he's basically stood up for the Lord. And I guess the main question here is John is kind of questioning, and which is interesting because if you know who John the Baptist was, he wasn't one of those that questioned a lot of things. Okay,
Right.
He was pretty sure about what he was doing. But for this particular moment, from the commentaries and what I can see, John was having a little bit of doubt. So let's take that concept, and if you were to look at it from our perspective, have we ever done the same thing John has done? Have we ever at one point in our life, because of circumstances, because I think circumstances may have been driving a lot of what was happening here to John the Baptist and him doubting and questioning who Jesus was, because that's the question he asked. He says he sends his disciples to go ask Jesus, "Are you the one who is to come, or should we expect someone else?" So sometimes when we're in those dire situations, especially from the aspect of poor John here is in prison.
John was having a bad time.
And if you look at the ancient prisons, they're not like today's. Okay, and I think we've talked about this before in one of the podcasts, but they're not the same. And so he wanted to make sure that because of his suffering, he was suffering for the right reasons, which I think is
It's a fair question.
it's a fair question.
It is.
Like, did I get this all wrong? I thought you were the guy.
I think that's why Jesus gives him an answer.
Yeah.
And the answer is good. But I think if you take it and say, in our own personal lives, I believe we've asked the same question.
Yeah.
At some point we're like, Lord, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
And now maybe we're not questioning who the Lord is, like maybe John is here.
Yeah.
But we're like, Lord, am I doing what I'm supposed to
Yeah.
do?
Is this where you're leading me?
Yeah, nothing's working.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm having 4 different church services and I still just have the same 4 people.
Yeah.
Is there something else I need to be doing, Lord? Where are you? What is it that you want me to do? And sometimes it's kind of frustrating because the Lord will give you a straight up answer. Yeah, you're doing great. Keep it up. Or
Yeah.
it's
Or it's an answer you didn't want.
yeah. Wait, maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
It's like okay. But the point is that even in these particular situations, we have to be careful not to be questioning who the Lord is, because we do understand that we've been called to do things. And I think that's what's so great about the answer here. It says, Jesus replied, "Go back and report to John what you hear and see. The blind receive sight, the lame walk, those who have leprosy are cleansed, and the deaf hear, the dead are raised, and the good news is proclaimed to the poor. Blessed is anyone who does not stumble on my account." So basically, what was Jesus saying? Yeah, I'm the one.
I'm him.
The guy. Oh my goodness.
That, yeah, John, you are suffering. You're suffering for my sake. But yes, you're right where you need to be.
Yeah.
You're stood up for the things you should. Okay?
Ooh.
Just keep moving on.
Just keep on trucking.
I mean, it's a great answer. So, the moral or the thing I want us to pull from this is that even when those times come and we start to question, just make sure that we understand that we are following a God in heaven, a Savior who does care.
Yeah.
All right? And sometimes it may not seem like things are just going perfect. That's all right. God's got a plan for it. Okay?
And he's involved.
Yep. Just keep pushing on. Don't lose faith. Okay? And don't doubt.
Keep praying.
Keep praying.
Just keep praying.
Just keep praying. Pray through. All right.
If you're still worried about it, you ain't prayed enough.
Yeah. All right. See you next time.